Welcome back everyone to the Twisty Test Championship. This is day 4 between the West Indies and South Africa in this third round group stage game. And obviously the fourth day's play, the West Indians are in to bat at the moment. They're 84 for 2 out at the crease with a lead of 154, setting a target for this South African side to chase. And of course, as day 3 was important, day 4 is almost as important, if not more important in a way, because today will determine, I guess who is really leading the charge heading into the final day's play. If the West Indians put on a big enough total, maybe 350 plus today, that the South Africans need to chase, then they're all of a sudden in a position to win the game. If South Africa can knock them over for, let's say, 250 lead or less, then all of a sudden they're in a position to maybe chase that target down on the final day's play. So it really does set up the game for, what promises to be a very interesting day 5, which obviously looks like we are going to get a day 5 just based on how the match has unfolded so far. So interesting to see who can really take advantage of it early. There's an outside edge off the bat of Shea Brooks. Oh, that's not his name, is it? But his name is Brooks. I think I've got his first name wrong, Shamara Brooks. Anyway, he's out with a little edge through to de Kock. And that is the end of this opening little day's partnership here. Shamara Brooks, that's correct. 103 for 3. Nordke with the first wicket. Well, that's away. That'll be 4. So now Hetmeyer's in. Shimon Hetmeyer, and he's obviously going to provide a bit of that fluency with the bat, maybe play a few shots, maybe get himself up and running with a few boundaries as he's done so already today. This one attempted down the ground again. It's very nice and straight. Let go to the boundary once more. That's 3 boundaries of his first 7 deliveries. And now an edge, but this time from Brathwaite, and it goes over everyone's head behind the stumps all the way to the boundary to bring up his half century. And Hetmeyer's hit as many boundaries as Brathwaite in his opening little few moments here than Brathwaite has in his 124 balls. He's hit 5 fours to get to 20. Bloody good start. That one pulled away. Or hooked away. Again, I still don't technically know the difference between the two, but a similar style of shot, I guess. Well, maybe a bit of a mix-up. There was a yes-no there. Again, deciding to go with the no call. Keeps them in. This one punched through mid-on, and again, no one really between mid-off and mid-wicket. So there's a big gap there for everyone to hit into. And Hetmeyer's happy to take it on. This time maybe miscues the shot, but it does carry over the top of mid-off. And another boundary. I reckon he's hit 7 boundaries. Not going to lie, I feel like he's hit quite a few. There's another one. And again, into the gap, and again 4. I personally think he's hit 8 boundaries here for 33 runs. 8 boundaries in a single. And I could be completely wrong here, as he's edged this one through to the keeper. So that'll be the end of him. It's just boundaries galore. Was there any shots that he didn't hit that weren't boundaries? Obviously this one to get him out. Hetmeyer will go for 33. Quinton de Kock behind the stumps taking the inside edge. 8 fours for 34. As I said. Bloody hell. So he came in and certainly chose to play his shots. Didn't want to worry about the singles or the twos. It's now Roston Chase in there with Craig Brathwaite. The West Indies lead at the moment. 231. Or 238 now. South Africa still needs 6 more wickets. So a lead of 300 is looking on the cards for the West Indies, given they are only 4 down right now. And it is going to make it difficult for that South African side to chase it down. Edged. Taken. It's a real thick one that just really ballooned. There was probably 4 C's of thickness on that edge. That's why it really just ballooned into the air. The gully able to take the catch. No real celebration either. Just said, thanks for coming. I'm going to wander off here. And it was Markram with a nice catch to dismiss Roston Chase. West Indies 178 for 5. And that lead is now extended above 250. So they're up to 185 on the runs total here. And that'll do us for the morning session. Very overcast conditions, but it wasn't as tricky to bat on as maybe the West Indians would have thought. They're 191 for 5 right now. Craig Brathwaite on 67 not out. West Indies still got 5 wickets in hand. Their lead, 263 runs, continues to grow. So we find another boundary here. Now through mid-on. Should pick up a couple more. So push that lead beyond 275. Another quarter of a century milestone. Of course, the next target you'd think would be getting it above 300 for the West Indies. Psychologically, that would be a much more difficult chase for the South Africans. Again through mid-on. Again, I don't understand the mid-off to mid-wicket gap. It's just too easy, especially if you want to attack the stumps. For them to get the ball away. This one now pulled short. So settle for 1. Oh, then they wanted 2. Bowler's end was probably the better throwing option. In the end, they get home for 2, the West Indies. And now pulled away all the way to the boundary. Lead up to 299, make that 300 plus. As Brathwaite again goes to the onside for a couple more. Again, a little bit of a mix-up, but they again settle for just the 2. So we see another leading edge, or another edge, with a few Cs of thickness, maybe 3 Cs on that one. Able to really race to the boundary, beating the third man. Now in the air through cover, 4 more. This partnership really putting a stamp of authority over the South Africans. Lead up to 320. Innings total up to 250 as Dowrich with an outside edge will depart now. It's Nortke again. Or Nokia. Can't remember how I pronounce it. Nokia? Or Noki? I don't know. We're close. We'll get there. Shane Dowrich out for 27. 252 for 6. A Brathwaite goes over the top. Oh my god, mid-yawn. And he gets onto 97 with that shot. And now through mid-wicket. Can he bring up the 100 here? It'll be 2. He wants 3. Bowler's end's going to be close. Can he get home safely? Yes, he can. 100 up for Craig Brathwaite. Oh, fantastic knock. 234 balls it's taken him. So bring up the ton. 8 boundaries as well. And now some free runs for the West Indies as the lead is above 330 now. As it pushes towards 350, there's an inside edge for more runs. Now look at that. Ooh, just an inside edge. Then again, tucked away for a single. That lead up to 349. And after maybe the South Africans had a little bit of a look in this morning, taking a couple of early wickets in the first session, it has been all the West Indies from here on in. And that lead up above 350. You'd have to say they're probably the only side that can win this match right now. As we head into the final session of play on day 4. The scorecard sits as follows. Brathwaite 107 not out. Holder 12 not out. 287 for 6 out at the middle. The lead 358 and growing with another boundary. Yes, the next question is when will the West Indies declare? How much time do they need to both defend this total? I mean, I think they've got enough on the board for 4 sessions, but will they have enough time to get 10 wickets? Lead 374, maybe 400's what they're looking for. And then they'll declare from there. Brathwaite hooks that around the corner. Finds the boundary once more. Maybe the run rate will begin to lift here. And we see some more aggressive strokes. That one just pulled away by Holder. Quite low. I mean, you look at the strike rate of both these guys. It has been quite low there. Brathwaite 117 from 270. Even Holder's 20 from 60-ish balls has been quite slow going. Striking it below 50, both of them. Down the ground. Beats the fielder. 4 runs. Lead up to 391. Will it be enough? Oh, catch that. Oh, maybe. Missed chance. Short leg fielder was not really onto it as we see another boundary through cover this time. Brathwaite putting it through the air. The lead up to 399. And now an edge will take that lead up above 400. So will we see the declaration soon? Can only expect it. That lead up to 415. And I would imagine that it's probably enough in the West Indies mind. They just want to see how much time they need to give themselves for the end of the day's play. Oh, was there any bet on that? I don't think so. Oh, and there, just a bit of pad. The 104th over. They'll come back for 2. The lead will go to 423. And that is the 100 partnership between these two. Again, still no declaration as yet, which I do find quite bizarre. That one in the air. Maybe they're looking for 450. Do they genuinely think that the South Africans can get 450 in a day? I mean, I wouldn't think so, but maybe they can. That's through to mid-wicket. 108 overs gone. Still no declaration, and now through mid-wicket in the air. Holder brings up another boundary. Maybe he wants a 50. Maybe Brathwaite wants 150. All questions we can't answer unless we are the West Indian captain. So we just see a dot ball here. Not sure what was going on there. Maybe a possible run out the lead. 4-4-5 at the moment. Now 4-4-7. Surely you won't be far off declaring the West Indies, mate. As there's a quick single off a no ball, so it's up to 449. Just the one shy of that 450. Now they are above 450, and there is some free runs. Surely that's enough. Surely. And it is. So they do declare now with that lead over 450 runs at 387 for 6. The West Indies end their innings. Brathwaite carrying the bat. 141 not out. Jason Holder 52 not out as well. Contributed with Algar coming to the middle with Markram for the South Africans. Kemar Roach with the new ball for the West Indians. Can they get a wicket here? They've got a couple of overs to bowl before the day's done. Is there any time for a wicket? Not off the first ball of the day. Or of the session. Oh, and an inside edge. So that's 4. But, tell you what a game-changing moment that would have been if it was to be a wicket. And I do believe we actually are only getting 1 over in. So this will be the final ball of the day. The West Indies only giving themselves 1 over here at the South Africans. Can they get a wicket off the final ball of the day? No, it's punched to the man at cover point. It's going to be a dot. That'll be the end of the over, the end of the day. South Africans 4 without loss as we complete the day's play, and they need 453 to win on day 5. West Indians, they need 10 wickets. Gee, it's an exciting test match, isn't it? It's going to be a big final day. And the South Africans, I guess, survive for a draw. Will probably be their first priority here. And can the West Indies take 10 wickets and pick up an unlikely victory? Thanks for watching. See you all on day 5 tomorrow in the Twisty Test Championship.